Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you are watching. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is blessed. Hope everyone is well. We have quite a few things to talk about today in this morning meetup show. Hope everyone is blessed. Smash that like button on the way, and guys, subscribe if you are new. If you're watching on replay, don't forget to comment and let me know what you think of all the things that we have discussed. Hope everyone is good. I see everyone jumping in. Big up your damn selves, everyone, each and every time. I see a lot of regular faces. Love as always, peeps. I'm not going to call out any names in case I forget anybody, but you know who you are each and every time. Right, let's dive straight in on this Friday morning. Happy weekend as well, by the way, guys. It will be hopefully a good weekend for us Liverpool fans. We've got a big one. We will be back with a preview for that Newcastle game later on this afternoon. So please be back for that one as well. But let's start. All right, so I'm going to start off lightly. But obviously it's still a good way to start off. And let me bring this up for you guys. Mr. Mohamed has been named the Premier League Player of the Month. How are we feeling about that one, guys? How are we feeling? I'm sure there were like months when he should have won it and he didn't, which is weird. But yeah, big up for that one. As always, I know a lot of people are very disappointed that he didn't play well in the Champions League 2 legs. I am too. You would hope that at crunch time during that game he could have stepped up, but he did tuck away his penalty very nicely in the penalty shootout, and he can't be good every as a kid. Don't give me choke. And he can't play well in every single game, can he? It's not his fault we lost to PSG. But yeah, Mr. Mo, Player of the Month in the Premier League. And of course, to probably, I mean, I can't see anybody who should finish above him as Player of the Year in the Premier League either. But yeah, big up Mr. Mo for that one. And we keep it pushing. I tell you what is kind of crazy, guys. Joao Gomes, our little bad boy, has been called up to the England team. What do we think about that one, guys? So I'm going to read the England team out for you. Let me bring it up on the screen for you as well while I do that. So the goalkeepers are Henderson, Pickford, Ramsdale, Trafford, Burn, Colwell, Gahey, James, Konza, Lewis Skelly, Livramento, Kwanzaa, and Walker. Now, I can't believe Walker's still in there. That one is weird. But yeah, what are we thinking about our boy Kwanzaa getting called up, guys? Is it experimental? Is he... What do we think it is? Because he hasn't actually played that much this season, which is a little bit strange. But if I'm being honest with you, once his confidence is back, I do believe he is amongst the best English centre-backs, especially if Gomez is injured, if Harry Maguire is injured. I don't even know if Maguire will get picked anymore, but if he's injured, there isn't really that many English centre-backs. So I'm not sure. He has played well recently, though. Big up to Joel. He has played good recently. One thing I will say as well, though, this whole like hyping up the young players, it is a little bit over the top, though. It is like look how Colwell was getting all that hype after that one season, and look how basic he kind of is. I'm not saying he's rubbish, but Colwell he's very basic. Maybe it's the Chelsea thing, I don't know, but you look and you go, we really hyped him. Like, we thought he was worth 70 mil. No chance. You got to be careful hyping these youngsters. You do. I look at Lewis Skelly for an example. I just see a raw talent who makes a lot of mistakes and is playing in a team that are so starved of anything to be excited about. The two youngsters that have come through at Arsenal now seem to be like, yeah, look at these youngsters we've got. Every time I've watched Lewis Skelly, I'm not saying that he isn't good, because clearly he's good. He wouldn't be in the team if he wasn't good. But he makes hella mistakes. He should have been sent off how many times this season? Or he has been sent off. Like, let's calm down on the hype in these young players, man. It's crazy. So I hope Konza doesn't suffer from that. Like, we've hyped him up and then he doesn't fulfill it. But big up to him, man. Big confidence boost. What are you saying, Ram? Big up yourself, brother. But yeah, I'm just saying, let's just not get too caught up in the hyping up them youngsters, because let them do it for a little while before we start talking. Or even like, do you remember the days when it took a lot to get an England call up? Like, do you remember that? And now we've got Konza Lewis Skelly in an England team after not doing anything, really. Like, what have they really done to get in there? Strange. And I'm happy for Konza. He's a Liverpool boy. But what have they really done to get in there? I don't know. I find it a little bit... I don't know. I just find it a little bit weird. I do. Like Wanyeri, for example, there was a lot of talk that Wanyeri was going to get called up to the squad. And I was just like, no, you got to be kidding me. Like, if I saw Wanyeri in this England team, then that would actually be a joke. Like, that would actually be a joke. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, kid's got talent. It's unquestionable he's got talent, but I just look at it and I go, what has Lewis Skelly, what has Wanyeri done to deserve an England call up in regards to, like, I've seen a couple of brilliant goals from him, and he has scored some brilliant goals, and a few little flashes in the pan, and then that's it. And I was thinking the other day, has Wanyeri really done more than what Anthony did in the first couple of months at Man United? He went to Man United, he looked good for the first few months, scored a couple of absolute bangers, and then faded away. And I know there's a difference age-wise. I think Anthony was 20 when Man United bought him. Lewis Skelly's 17, so there's an age difference. But I'm just saying, let these kids actually, like, play well for a prolonged period of time before we start the gas. But anyway, finishing off the England squad, as you can see, Bellingham, Eze, Jordan Henderson, Jones, Palmer, Rice, Rodgers. Very surprised to see Jordan Henderson in there. Very surprised. I haven't been keeping close eyes on how well he's playing in Holland, but very surprised to see him in there. Rodgers, well-deserved. Jones, big up your damn self. Palmer, obviously. Rice, obvious. Eze's obvious. Bellingham's obvious. And Bowen, Foden, Gordon, Kane, Rashford, and Solanke complete the forwards. Foden shouldn't be there. Foden has had a terrible season. Foden should not be there, but he's just there because of who he is. And good to see Rashford back in there. It's been a long hiatus from Rashford, but his form has picked up a lot after his move to Aston Villa, and fair play to him. Big up him to him for that. Solanke definitely deserves it. Kane obviously deserves it. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see what this England team's going to be able to do. But yeah, man, we got two boys in there, and Konza made it. So big up to him, man. Big up to him. Right. Moving on to the next piece of news. What am I doing? Now, Ben Jacob, big up, is quoted, Newcastle are interested in Diogo Jota. Wolves may also be interested, but Jota wants a European side, ideally in the Champions League. If Newcastle can offer him that, what do we think, people? What do we think? I think I spoke about this yesterday because the news popped up while I was doing the watch-along. Shout out to everyone who joined me for the Europa League watch-along last night. If Newcastle make the Champions League and they want Jota, we got the bargaining. We got a bargaining chip there, right? We can knock 30, 40 mil off of that price tag. I don't know how much truth there is in this. We can never know, truly, can we, guys? What we should listen to and that kind of thing. But we got Gomes that they like. We got Konza that they like. We got Jota that they like. I don't want Jota or Konza to go. Sorry, Gomez or Jota to go. I don't want Jota to go either, but it might just be that time. So what do we think, people? They've already got an injury-prone forward in Callum Wilson, so it would be a little bit risky for them to have two injury forwards. But maybe it'll soften the blow. And then is it Ekitike apparently that they've been looking at to replace Isak? So maybe they'd get Jota and Ekitike. Maybe they'd move on Callum Wilson or make him a squad player. And then maybe they would be willing to take the risk on Jota's injuries based on his quality when he does play. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's an interesting one. But what do you guys think? Would you let Jota go this summer? Would it be a good move for him if he went to Newcastle? Can that help us with a bargaining chip? But we'll keep our eyes and our ears peeled for that one. The Mail have been reporting that Liverpool have sent scouts to watch the young 19-year-old sensation, which is Joao Hato. I know we've had all this talk about when he was at the game, when he came over, and, you know, he met Virgil and all that kind of stuff. Did he get to meet with a manager, etc., etc.? Nobody knows. But I don't think it's a very well-kept secret that Liverpool have been monitoring Hato. I think there's a lot of interest in Hato, and I do think that this could be legit. I think that there could actually be a world where we do get Hato in the summer. Obviously, the other guy that we're chasing is Kerkez. And there is a lot of interest from a few other clubs for Kerkez as well. I don't know if I like the idea of a 19-year-old being the left back. I know you want to go for the youth for future reasons, but I also want a little bit of experience so that we're not waiting for you to catch up with everyone else. That's the only thing, you know. I know when Trent came through, he did his thing or whatever. So it's possible. I get that. But look, I ain't against Hato. He looks like he's got immense talent. So I haven't got no issue in that regard. I do worry a little bit about him being that young. I do. But let's watch this space. I definitely think that he's a player that we're going for. I don't think there's any... I think it's actually facts that we're going to be going for him. So we will see what happens with this Hato situation in the future. Keeping it on all things transfers. Apparently, one of Liverpool's main interests is the Wolves midfielder Joao Gomes, who is 24 years old. Liverpool are apparently plotting a summer move, but Man United are also interested in him. Wolves have put a £50 million price tag on him, and it's yet to be seen whether Liverpool would be willing to match that. How do we feel about this one, guys? This one's come out of left field a little bit. Joao Gomes. I think he's a good player. I don't know if I would want Liverpool to buy him. But what do we think, guys? What do we think? How are we feeling about this one, guys? I'm just going to have a look quickly at his statistics for this season. Played 26 games for Wolves this season, 7 yellow cards. That's a lot. One of them turned into a red card for 2 yellows. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist. What do we think, guys? I like him. I think he's a good player. I'm not sure if I think he's Liverpool good. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I think he's Liverpool good. They paid 15 million euros for him. They want 50 million pound back now. Obviously, they want to return an investment. He did score in the FA Cup as well, so he's got 4 goals and 2 assists. For a central midfielder / a DM, I don't think that those. I wouldn't really look at that. I'm just putting it out because it is a little extra bonus there. But 6 GA for a DM, it's pretty good, to be honest. But what do we think, guys? What do we think? I like him. I think he's good, but I'm not sure. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more time to figure out whether I like the idea of him being a Liverpool player. That's all I will say. I would be a little worried about his temperament as well with 7 yellow cards, but at the same time, he's playing for a team that's getting have up every week. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, let me know, people. Let me know what we're thinking about Joao Gomes. It's come out of left field, but do we think that would be a good signing for Liverpool? Russell says he's 5'6". Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. Kante was about that. Who else is there? There's been quite a few. Zubimendi can't be any more than about 5'8", 5'9". So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too worried about his height, but he's a good player, man. He's a good player. But I'm just gonna need a little bit more time before I figure out whether I actually think that he's good enough to play for Liverpool. That's all. But he is a good player. He is a yeah. No, Russell, I know he ain't no Kante. Right? Kante is like worlds apart from anyone. Do you know what I mean? I get that. But I'm just saying you can be young and be short and still be a good midfielder. But we'll keep an eye on that one. Atletico Madrid are monitoring the situation from of Liverpool's Darwin Nunez. They're going to be losing Anton Griezmann in the summer, apparently, and Nunez has been seen as a replacement for him. Liverpool, apparently, though, are not willing to negotiate for anything less than 67 or around the mid 60s in terms of money. I'll be very surprised if they would pay over 60 million for him, but you never know. You never know. And I know everybody at Liverpool now hates him, etc., etc. I feel like it's an exhausting battle having to defend Nunez constantly all the time, which is why I can't be bothered to do it anymore. But I still love the kid. I wish it had worked out at Liverpool, and I know there's still a talent in there, and I think he cooks at Atletico. If I'm being totally honest with you, I think he goes to Atletico Madrid and he absolutely cooks. I think that would be a brilliant move for him. I just don't know if they would be willing to pay that much, over 60 million, to get him. So we'll have to watch this space. But how do we feel, people? How do we feel about the price tag we're asking for? How do we feel about that destination? Do we think this will happen? I know a lot of people think he's going to go. We'll see. We'll see. Big up John, who's just saying, apparently we want Alvarez. I can't see Atletico paying all that money for Alvarez and then letting him go one season later. That would be really weird. I can't imagine that happening. I'd be very, very surprised if that happened. Why would they do that? I don't know. That wouldn't make any sense. Unless he's not happy there. He looks and seems happy. There's been no stories he's not happy. So I don't know about that one. But I would do it. I think Alvarez is a brilliant player. I'm not even speaking after the fact. I said this during the World Cup. I said this while he was a Man City player. He's a brilliant talent, Alvarez. What a wicked player he is. I'm really shocked Man United let him go. I'd have him at Liverpool in a heartbeat. Would I swap him for Nunez? Yeah, I would. So I don't know. But I don't think Alvarez would leave. He looks happy at Atletico. Why would he want to leave? I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. But I do think Nunez could possibly leave this summer. I do. This is just a quick one. Flash in the pan. Liverpool are not actively in the race for Zubimendi anymore. And that's from Ben Jacob again. And it looks like Arsenal may have a free run at him. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, yeah. I'm just looking at the facts here. I looked at the situation with Zubimendi again, and I've gone through it and I thought about the fact he rejected us. Would he get homesick, etc., etc. Now, this might be a knee-jerk reaction. So let me know if you think that I'm wrong on this one. But I watched him in the Europa League a few times this season, and obviously watched him last night. And against an extremely poor Man United side, he got absolutely bossed. I know it ain't only on him. I know it's a team game. I know Real Sociedad are a basic side. But watching him against English opposition, Højlund bodying him. And even though there was a couple of good defensive actions, he made a good clearance from across, made a good block on a shot. Not for me. I'll be honest, not for me. And I'm not trying to be wise after the fact. I'm just putting everything into context of like the way he rejected us and etc., 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 etc. Not for me. Not for me. Arsenal can have him. I think he gets bullied in the Premier League. I think he looks basic in the Premier League. That is an absolute assumption. There's no facts in what I'm saying. But we've already got players in that position that play a similar style, and they're better than him. McAllister is better than him, and Gravenberch is better than him. We don't need him. We honestly don't need him. I'll be so surprised if Zubimendi was a success in England. I would. I've been assessing the situation for a little while, and yesterday really put a rubber stamp on it for me. I don't think he does well in the Premier League. He'd have some good games. I don't think he does well in the Premier League. I think he gets bullied, and I think he gets bossed around a bit, and I don't think he copes with the pace of the game. I don't want Zubimendi. I don't want him. If Liverpool go for Zubimendi, I'd actually be really annoyed, and I think it might have been a blessing he wanted to stay. There, I said it. I think it'll be a blessing. I can see a few people in the chat putting out a couple of other names like Gomes, who's obviously got a release clause. Big up Ram. Angelo's still over him. Yeah. And still has definitely got that physical presence. I 100% agree with you, Ram. 100%. Everyone knows I'm a believer. I don't care how much it costs. Go and get Belieber. Belieber's the one for me. I'm taking Stiller after Belieber as well, 100%. But I'm a believer, and that's the guy that we should be going to get. I know he will cost a lot of money. I know he would, guys. You negotiate, you try and throw somebody in, you put him on a payment plan, whatever it takes. At 20, 21 years old, Belieber is going to be the new Caicedo of the Premier League. He's on his way already. I want Belieber. I'm taking Stiller as a backup 100%. Go and get me Belieber. Please, Liverpool, do just for one time, just pay the big bucks, man. Belieber's got all the attributes that we're looking for because he's good on the ball as well. I don't want Zubimendi. Let me know if you lot think I'm going a bit overboard, especially if you're watching afterwards. I don't want Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi gets cooked in the Premier League. I do. I just do. But there we go. There we go. Jaden's even saying Edison over Stiller. Edison does look good. I'm not sure. I'd rather Edison over Zubimendi now, though. I'll be honest with you on that one. But we'll watch this space. We will watch this space. What do you guys think about this one? This one is very interesting. I'm going to bring this one up on screen. Liverpool are willing to pay way over the £42 million for Borussia Dortmund centre-back Nico Schlotterbeck, who is 25. This one's coming from the Web Build, who are a very big publication in Germany. What are we saying, people? I like the idea of this one. I do. I'm not saying that he's the best we can get, but around that price, 45 mil or something like that. Yo. What are we saying, people? How are we feeling about this one? Would people be excited about this one? Is this one that you guys want? I think this will be a good one. Okay, Young, we're gonna have to hold Cal back. We're not gonna let him say his name anymore. We're not gonna do any of that. You get what I'm saying? We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about that one. I've got this sentiment as well, Makuma, 100%, my bro, 100%. We keep Virgil and then we add Schlotterbeck to that. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. What are we saying, people? Do we think that this... The only thing that fills me with some confidence about this one is that Dortmund, for the right price, are always a selling team. So as long as Liverpool do pay what they want, then it would just be about convincing the player. And I can't see why there'd be any issue with him wanting to come to Liverpool. So, Russell's a little worried in the big games. Yeah, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I still think out of all the, because I've seen him have a few bad games as well. Don't get me wrong. I have seen him have a few bad games. But the centre-back market, guys, is very, very uncomfortable. There are not many, you know what I mean? There are not many. You try and go and get the one that has the least bozo gene, the least mistakes, and hopefully the most potential to grow into what we would want him to be under Slot's tutelage. You know what I mean? I think he'd be a good signing out of all the people that are available. Big up Ram. So Drift, I swear someone has hacked my Excel sheets because Liverpool are wanting all of my players. Bro, I hope we get some of them, my bro. I really do. Looks like Liverpool could possibly be shopping in Germany quite a bit as well. Russell again says he wants Murillo. I agree. Murillo definitely looks like a good one. But can you imagine how much we'd have to pay for Murillo, though? Especially imagine if Nottingham Forest make Champions League. First of all, I don't even think they will sell him. But if they make Champions League, you'd have to pay about 70 mil for Murillo. Easy. I'm not paying 70 mil for Murillo. And I don't think Liverpool would either. That would be the problem. Gene, you know what? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to talk about it right now. I really don't. Because I can't even fathom, I can't even comprehend Ibu going to PSG. That one makes me need to rehydrate. Yeah. Do you know what, Gene? If that situation becomes real, reluctantly, I'll talk about it. I don't want to think about it. Ibu going to pit. Nah, we lose Ibu, man. Nah. Jeez. Woo! Right. But yeah, how are we feeling about Schlotterbeck, guys? How are we feeling? Big up yourself, Sander. Yeah, do you know what, Jaden? I agree. Ibu leaving is a sackable offense for whoever it is who let it happen. 100%. Gene, me too. 100%. 100% gives me like my IBS kicks in like a motherfucker thinking about him leaving. My days. We lose Ibu, we are in trouble. We are in trouble, man. And on to the last bit of news before I wrap up on some quotes from the manager. El Hilal have got Virgil van Dijk on their radar along with Mohamed Salah. And apparently they are willing to offer him a contract that would be £20 million for the year. Let me figure out what £20 million is in terms of a week. £20 million a week. Is just under 400 grand a week. So they're willing to offer Van Dijk basically 400 grand a week. It's a lot of dough. Are you guys worried? Is Virgil the type of guy who might ride off into the sunset at 33 years old after winning the Premier League this season? Oh, I'm going to be honest with you lot. This stuff, talk about belly aches, Gene. Everything Liverpool are doing in the transfer window or the transfer market or with contracts is giving me a fucking belly ache. Boy, these three contracts need to get sorted out, man. Kayon, yeah, I did. I briefly talked about Hendo. I did. Really shocked he's made the England squad. Yeah, look, I don't know what we're doing with these contracts, man. We better sort this out, and we better sort this out ASAP, man. Seriously. If Virgil goes more so than any, and it's not because like he's my favorite or anything like that. Even though obviously I love Virg, but Virgil going will hurt more than anything. Because there's no replacement. You can replace goals as an example. You can replace creativity, maybe just in other ways, but you cannot replace Virgil. Anyway, it's giving me a bellyache. I don't even want to think about it. But what do we think? What do we think? Big up, Alex. Am I still going to be watching the Champions League games? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I don't have sour grapes like that. Obviously, I'm annoyed that Liverpool have gone out, but I'm definitely going to be interested in the Champions League, 100%. On Big Up, I will be doing Real Madrid versus Arsenal in the next round as well. For anyone who wants to come and join me for that watch along. So yeah. I will be, bro. I will be. I'm very intrigued. Champions League still exciting, even though we're out, man. Even though we're out. Liverpool's got Premier League to win. It'll still be a good season for us. I can look at everyone else go and win that Champions League and have absolutely no jealousy whatsoever because we're picking up one of the big ones ourselves. And I really hope that it will be a double. We'll see. Interesting. We've got Sunday and we'll see how it goes. As a kid said, sounded like Pep. We cannot replace him. We cannot. And I will be crying way more than Pep if the boys leave. Trust me. Right, couple of quotes in now then from the manager to end up, guys. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Subscribe if you're new and big up your damn selves. Welcome if you're just joining. And thank you for joining if you've been here the whole time. Appreciate you guys. We will be back a little later on with a preview for the Newcastle game at the weekend as well, guys. So stay tuned, put on your notifications and get ready for that one. So when asked about Virgil, Slot said, "The only thing I know is I want Virgil here next season." That is a quote. And obviously this is coming after the rumors of Al Hilal offering him that big contract. And Slot also was confirming that we will be without Trent for the game at the weekend. Said he is still being assessed, but we do expect him back before the end of the season, which means that I don't think it's as serious as maybe first worried about, but who knows when that means he'll be back. So yeah, we'll see. But guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I appreciate you guys joining me this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I know it's annoying that we keep on asking you guys to smash the like button as content creators, yeah? So I just want to just ask you guys, just quickly, if you just smash the like button in a way, and every YouTuber always knew that the like button was going to be smashed, we'll stop asking. So if it is getting annoying that we keep asking all the time, which I can imagine it probably is, just smash the like button on the way in and we won't have to do it anymore. Just get in the habit of it, guys. On the way in, bang, hit that like button. Boom, good to go. Easy habit. Just get into that habit and we're good. But no, big up everyone. Smash the like button, as I said. Subscribe if you're new. Put that notification on so you know when we're going live later on for the preview for the big cup final at the weekend. And let me know in the comments if you're watching afterwards what you think of all the transfers and all the topics that were discussed. Until later, and I will see you again later, guys. Big up your damn selves. We are Kop-Ish. I am Drift. And we're out, people.